My name is April Himmelreich. I've been a volunteer for nearly 17 years and a bit longer than that. I started in the junior fire brigade when I was 11. So I'm the Community Safety Co-ordinator. So I look after all of the different components of our community education programs and anything to do with any community groups or events that we're in conjunction with, and also an operational firefighter. We already have supported from our headquarters a variety of education programs, which we're really fortunate enough to be able to tap into. They could be based around primary school children, high school children, elderly, people with young children, people with special needs. They're developing some amazing new programs for that. Anything that you can kind of hone in on, maybe just home fire safety or just bushfire safety, depending on the demographic you're talking to. So there's already things set up, but I think with your own experience and knowledge, it's great to have a bit of initiative, which is what I like to do, and create something that works better for what you're doing. So get we get support from headquarters, but it's kind of up to ourselves if we want to create something different and new. So for me, it was something that I was born into. My family have been in the CFA my whole life. So my parents have both been here for 45 years. And so I just it was a lifeblood, which a lot of CFA members in the more rural districts find that there's a lifeblood. A lot of my cousins are still here, and all my uncles are still here, and my dad, and I just was always here. This was where we had barbecues. This is where we have Christmas. This is where we come when, there's a big fire because we're helping out. As I saw how much passion and how amazing it was for a family to grow up in this community, to, give myself the same opportunity for my family, but also how good it is and how great it feels to contribute to the community in such a niche way. It's just a great way to give back in the best capacity I can think of. Oh, when I'm not volunteering, well, I have 3 little cherubs to look after that are little. So I do the school drop and all the activities that are around being a mum, plus all my home life activities. And when I want to earn money, I work as an actress and a performer. I created a stage show which was part of my performing life, but I also created it to talk about fire safety to children. So I got a double whammy. That's what I do on the side. So I kind of do fire stuff all the time now, paid and not paid. So the way that you could become a volunteer is you come into the local station, you put your name down, and then some brigades will be able to take people all the time because they don't have enough capacity as it is in their membership. Other brigades like us, we're at full capacity, but when people drop off or we think we're getting busier, leading up to summer, we'll do a recruitment drive, and then we'll get people in that are interested, and we'll give them an information session to let them know what they're in for, and then if they're still keen, then we'll put them through a rookie's course. My first incident was not very exciting, and I was so excited that it would be huge. Like, we were called to the fire call when we were already here. So it wasn't like a big rush at home and get my stuff and quick, I'm going. We were already here, and they said, get on the back of the truck, you can learn this one, this is a good one. And it was just an alarm down at one of our factory centres. And when it's an alarm, it's very low key. You get there and, you sometimes just sit on the fire truck till the people ahead check the alarm, they press a button, and usually it's all fine, there's no hassles, and then you go home. But for me, I had no idea, and my heart was racing, and I was sitting on the back, and I was like a deer in headlights, and I was looking around everywhere going, what if we have to do something? I won't know what to do. And I was grabbing the guy who was sitting on the back with me, Ronnie, just saying, make sure you tell me what to do because I have no idea. Oh, yeah, there's so many moments as a volunteer. One moment in particular would probably be, which is probably the majority for people these days, is Black Saturday. It was very, very emotional, very draining, very difficult. We were in a billion different situations throughout the day. We had lots of trucks already out the door. through the day here, and we had nothing left in the station, and I was here waiting. We were listening to Mayday calls on the radio for other distressed firefighters. That's very hard to listen to. At the same time, there was a car accident up the hill that someone's asking us to help at. We had no fire trucks here, so we had to deal with that in cars. And then at the same time, we had another fire that started down there and trucks picking us up. And then we changed crews, and I was on another crew that went to a big part of that Black Saturday fire. And then we were just in the thick of this destruction. We had a little nap in the car at about 5 a.m, woke up at dawn, just to nothing left anywhere. So it was the most ridiculous elements in one 24-hour period that felt like it was about 2 days long. Didn't stop there. It was like ongoing for 5-6 days. Yeah, so it was pretty biggest standout. Not the best, but the standout. Definitely the interaction with the community and being able to help them in situations that's diabolic for them. But not just that bit. It's the bit about preventing fires and educating them coming to the station and the light up of the kids' faces when they get to have a look in the fire truck. They get photos, they can honk the horn, they can, hear the siren, squirt the water, and just the interaction of telling people what we do and how to desensitise kids so then they know that we're safe and that we're helpers. And I hope that will create a resilient community down the road. That would be even more amazing.